Hello, let me introduce myself. I am a 20-year-old college student residing in the US, and I've decided to go ahead and make a really unique Ultimate Ironman account. The premise is simple. I'm only allowed areas nearby fairy rings. And to specify exactly where I'm allowed to go and where I'm not allowed to go, let me bring you to the Fairy Ring wiki page. And so anything that's within this image, I'm allowed to have access to. I'm allowed to go in the dungeon. I'm also allowed to, let me find the Canifus one. I'm allowed to go up on the agility rooftop course, And look at that, I have access to Jad too. So the premise is pretty simple, right? I'm only allowed access to what's inside the box. However, in this case here with Miscellanea, I don't have access because it requires a quest that requires me to go outside these areas. And so let me just show you some of the areas how I prepared for this in the first place. I needed to complete the following quests, which I did, and then start this one in order to lock fairy rings. And I also completed Druidic Ritual, Rune Mysteries, and Enter the Abyss mini quest just to unlock her herb lore and rune crafting. Some of the areas that I'm not allowed to go to are the following: Dorgish Khan, Apatal, Zulra, and the Legends Guild itself. I am allowed to go to the area around Legends Guild, such as these magic trees up here, but I can't go in Legends Guild itself because it requires a quest that I'm not allowed to do. And so that's the premise of this account. And as you can see here, I started a little bit by training Hunter. Every other skill was basically from quests or any other requirement that I needed in order to get to this point here. The only thing I've actually went ahead and done was Hunter. And just to show you quickly how I trained Hunter, I'm gonna walk you through what I did. I went to Edgeville and I picked up an iron mace, and this iron mace spawns. Let me find the Edgeville marker here. It spawns, one sec, let me find it. I'll cut this out, if not, right here. It spawns up here in this house. I picked up some iron maces. I sold it to the general store in Xanaris. I got 100 GP. I then went to Yanil, bought some hunting supplies, and with the hunting supplies, I took the fairy ring to the Feldip Hills. Let me find the Feldip Hills. And I caught some birds, which were actually down here that you could barely reach them, but you can. And I did that till level 9 Hunter. And then from level 9 to my current level 28, I hunted other Crimson Swifts. No, not other Crimson Swifts, other birds for about, maybe it took an hour and a half, something like that. And just to show you what this process looks like, I'm going to go to the area I was hunting in. I also, while I was at it, I also picked up an impling jar, and I kind of regret doing this because now I can't drop it. Because if I drop it, I can never get another one back. So I kind of am stuck with it for the time being. And so I went ahead and created markers on screen to indicate where I'm allowed to go and where I'm not allowed to go. I'm allowed to step on these tiles, but I'm not allowed to go past them here. This corner here would be, let me show you, this corner here would be this corner here on the Piscaratus Hunter area map. And it's just an interesting note that the Kraken Cave's over here. So I do have access to a lot of Slayer content, which is really cool. The Calphite layer, as well as, well, not Zulra, but also the thermonuclear boss. That's a big one. Additionally, Jad. So I think this is a really cool concept for an account, that I'm limited to only the areas that are accessible within the fairy rings. And that includes, like I said, the dungeons and the rooftops. And I'm really excited to see what I could do with this account so far. I think my plans right now are to get 83 Hunter, which could take a while, might take a week or two, considering I am a student. But there's no rush. And then I could camp Puro, and I went on a little bit of a ramble there. So I cut that part out, and here I am now. This concludes the introduction to my account. I'm really excited for what's next, and I hope you guys are too. So hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content, and I wish you a good day.